Hey everyone, it's time for another Pathfinder adventure card game scenario. We're at the Tooth and Hookah location. This is scenario 4.1. Ahmotep has gained a skill card, or I'm sorry, a roll card. So I went ahead and advanced her to a staff magus, and I gave her the plus 1d12 to your combat check when recharging a card that has the staff trait. So she's a little more powerful these days. Alright, let's go ahead and advance the Blessings deck. The first item at the Tooth and Hookah is a Corrosive Dagger. Dexterity ranged 7. My dexterity is a 6. 1. Okay, we failed to acquire that card. My hand is looking pretty good, so we'll just go ahead and keep that. No need to reset the hand. Advancing the Blessings deck. Okay, next we get the Henchman of this location. So it's Undead Gorgon Mummy. First immune to mental and poison traits. Before you act, succeed at a Dexterity or Acrobatics 9 check. Okay, so I have the Explorer's Staff in my hand, Blessing of Ra. I have an Acid Splash spell. I'm just going to discard a Blessing of Ra and do my Dexterity, which is going to be a 2d6 check. Okay, 2d6. I get to add 1 to this roll because my Dexterity is plus 1. So 2, 4, 5. I can get it up to a 7, but as it is, I can't get it up to a 9. Anything I can do to make it a 9? Da, 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 da. Nope. So I could get it up. Well, anyway. So I fail this check. I have to bury a card, and I can't play cards during this encounter. So I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll bury an acid jet spell. But then what I'm going to do is I can still use my power, which my melee is D8 plus 2. I have a Frost Staff, which I am recharging, so that I can add a D12. So these are my two. Oh, you know what? So I can't use cards. Okay. It says if the check to defeat has the acid trait, don't have the acid trait. Okay, so then let's go ahead and just roll these dice. So I rolled a 9 and a 4. So I rolled a 13, 14, 15 with my melee. I can make that a 16, 17, but I would still lose by 5. I don't have any armors or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I have to lose all my cards in damage. Then what's going to happen, it says after you act, if the check to defeat has the melee trait, well, yeah, I used the melee. So I take an additional 1d6 combat damage, but I've already lost my card, or I've already lost my hand. So that henchman gets shuffled back into the location deck. I'm rolling randomly to see which card now is at the top of the location deck, which is card number 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm resetting my hand now. Lost a lot of cards there. Resetting a lot of the cards. Okay. I got some good stuff here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Advancing the Blessings deck. Okay, get a Porcupine. So at this location, the Tooth and Hookah, if I do not acquire Banes, I have to shuffle them back in the deck. And that will be pretty annoying. I have a Wisdom as D6 plus 1. I'm just going to go ahead and wing it. So I rolled a 2 plus 1 is 3. I can make that a 5. I failed to acquire this boon. It gets shuffled back into the deck. Okay, that can be annoying. I'm going to roll randomly to see which card now is on the top of the location deck. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I have the ally Idori in my hand. I'm going to use her ability. I'm going to discard her, do an exploration. So it's a Reed Moccasin. Okay, Wisdom Survival 10. Ouch. So let's see. Wisdom is only a D6 plus 1. I'll just roll. Alright, so I failed to acquire that ally. That ally gets shuffled into the location deck. Okay, pretty annoying here with these allies. I got a porcupine and a reed moccasin. Ouch. Let's see what I want to do here. I think I'm going to want to, well, I'm not going to do any extra explorations. I'm going to call it. Resetting the hand, advancing the blessings deck. Okay, we get a Tussa Silk Cloak. Constitution is D6. Rolled a 1, failed to acquire that boon. Let's see. I'm going to use my Daba ally in order to get a free exploration. And we get the henchman again. Okay, this time I have this. I'm really glad I kept this loot. It's going to allow me to add a 1d8 to my dexterity check. But I have to bury this card. I could succeed at a craft 8 check to discard this card, but my craft is only 1d4. So that's not going to happen. Alright, so 1d8 now to my dexterity check of 1d6. So we're doing this before you act. Dexterity check. So I rolled a 4, 5, 6, 7. I can recharge a card. So I will recharge an Unshakable Chill spell in order to bring that total to 9. Okay, so I can play cards. So now it says I don't have the acid trait in my check to defeat based on my cards, but I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do a combat 23 check. So I have a chain lightning spell in my hand, so arcane skill, which is D10. Give me a D10 here and 3d6. Find it a D6 here, 3d6. Plus, I'm going to recharge my flame staff, which will now allow me to add a D12 to the check, and I'm using a Blessing of Abdar, which is going to allow me give me another D10. So lots of good stuff here. Rolling a lot of dice, adding 2 to this roll. Okay, so we get a 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 is 12, and 4 is 16, and 7, okay, is 23. Wow, and I get to add +2 because of my arcane skill. So, once again, 7 and 6, 13, 16, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so we did complete that. I'm rolling for my Chain Lightning spell to see if I succeed at recharging it. Okay, I don't. So it gets discarded. So now, it says here, after you act, if the check to defeat has the melee trait. So I used my Chain Lightning spell, which did not have the melee trait. And none of the cards I used had the melee trait, so I don't have to worry about that. So it says here, if defeated, you may immediately attempt to close the location this henchman came from. We will try to do that, where we have to summon and acquire a random ally. Okay, let's do it. So I'm randomly rolling to see what kind of ally I have to get here. So randomly acquiring this creature. Ouch. So Charisma Diplomacy 11. My Charisma is my Diplomacy. Well, my Diplomacy is Charisma +2, so I'm going to be adding +4 to this roll, D6. Awesome. So 6 and 4 is 10. Not enough, but I have an Immolate spell in my hand, which I'm recharging to add +2 to my roll. This location is closed, and I acquire this pretty nifty ally, who's a level 3 ally. Alright, very, very interesting and awesome scenario. So let's go ahead and pan out technical difficulties here. Okay, let's take a look at Ahmotep's deck here. So the loot we gain for this scenario is the Bronze Sentinel. So Ahmotep now gains some new type of armor. So maybe she met like a trader at that Tooth and Hookah location. got herself some interesting new armor. And then we meet this trader. So now I can go ahead and get weapons that have the ranged traits. But I don't think Ahmotep is ever going to want to meet that trader. Let's go ahead and unpack the deck here. So she kept this crocodile skin Madu. I mean, I just really like that card. I think it is pretty nifty. So we got some really good options here. Now that we got a level 3 ally, we might want to go ahead and get ourselves another ally here. So all depends. So we got, you know, let's do it. We are going to go ahead and visit the auctioning block. We have unlocked this location, which is the auction house. We are going to go ahead and visit the auction house. We're going to go ahead and see what kind of allies we can get. So randomly determining 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're on level 4 now. So we get level 3 or 4 allies only. So seeing now from this, okay, so we can either gain this ally. Okay, so we can either trade for Commander Abdallah. When you encounter this card, you may reveal a blessing that has the Abdar trait to automatically acquire it. Bury this card to recharge any number of blessings that have the Abdar trait from your discard pile. Discard this card to explore your location. During this exploration, add 1d8 to your combat checks. Okay, not bad. This one is display this card next to your deck while displayed. When you play a card of your favorite card type on a check after the roll, you may add or subtract 5 from the result. Wow. So that's pretty awesome because Ahmotep is pretty much always going to have staves. So yeah, definitely. We went to the auction house. We found all this, not even going to bother pronouncing that. So in order to get this ally, we need to give 2 boons of level 3 or higher. So we're going to go ahead. I mean, do we want to even keep this guy? So this one gives me 1d8 to your knowledge or survival checks. I mean, that could be really useful too. But no, so we're going to have to trade this. And then we have to trade another level 3 or a level... I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and we just acquired the Bronze Sentinel. It's that, but we're just going to get rid of it. Because we want to add this card to our deck. And we're going to get rid of the old doggy. Say goodbye to the doggy. Get some room for that into our deck. We have the for the armor. There it is. The armor is right there. The crocodile skin Madu. All right. Well, that wrapped up scenario 4.1. That's the state of Ahmotep's deck, who is now a staff magus, or yep, magus. So thanks for watching, and I'll have another Pathfinder adventure scenario up shortly. Alright, thanks.